Adil, Bilall, good to see you guys again, man. Congratulations. We're finally here.
Thank you.
Nice background.
Yeah,
Hey,
awesome.
thank you.
Thanks,
I
bro.
thought it was fitting for the occasion. Listen,
Fantastic.
we talked after Bad Boys. I know you guys are huge comic book fans, Marvel and DC. You love this stuff. I'd love to hear when the conversation started with Marvel over Miss Marvel. Was this the first character you guys talked about? What was it like to start those conversations?
Yeah, well, after Bad Boys for Life, when we were editing the movie, we were saying, what's the next step? And the next step had to be Marvel. It's the biggest in the biz. We got to be part of that. And we were kind of joking and saying that if we're going to do a Marvel show, it's going to have to be a Muslim superhero, not knowing that actually they were planning on something like that. And that's how we discovered Miss Marvel. And we fell in love with Kamala Khan, with her world, with the culture. And it was so relatable to us being Moroccan, Belgian, Muslim teenagers growing up in Belgium, where we also as teenagers were looking for our identity, with being this crisis between different worlds. And that's how we said to Kevin, yo, we gotta be part of that, man.
And he was just like, come on in, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. The series, I love how the series is centered around Kamala's family. Like my favorite part of Shang-Chi was the fact that like the family saga was at the center of it, and that tension. And this is like the teenage version of that, where anybody can relate to it. And so I love to hear, as the show goes on, that tension of being a teenager within your own house seems to come before any superheroics. How did you guys find the balance of family and superheroism throughout this Miss Marvel series?
For us, it was important that without the superpowers, we really wanted to be, loving this world. And that was, that was really the focus. And then she gets the power, and then she's in this gigantic MCU universe. And still, it's about this teenager girl, that's going to school, just trying to be cool. She's clumsy, but, she's funny. And, her parents don't let her go out, and all these teenage things that we all do in life. That was really the core of the story. And it's really that coming of age. But at the same time, for us, it's also those relationships within her mother and her father, and, her family and her friends. And that is, for us, actually the real superpower of Kamala Khan. That is her family and friends. So that, for us, was really the core. It was really the heart and soul of the show.
Yeah. Oh, it comes through in that first episode that you guys directed. The power set is a big conversation. A lot of people talking about embiggening versus the glowing effect. Is that scary when you're going at? How do you guys land on something when you're changing something like that? I think it works in live action, but is that kind of intimidating to make a change like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, when we came onto the project, it was written in the script that she had hard light without really describing too much of it. So, it was a challenge to then trying to design together, obviously, with the whole production team. What does that mean? How do we translate or in fact adapt and put a kind of homage to the same powers that she had in the comic book? And that's how we obviously, it was different visually. It was also very cool, that lighting effect and all that. But I think that we still try to do those homages, like, she still had a form of the embiggened hands, or she in episode 2, she has all of a sudden like a breakout on her nose with that powers, and she doesn't control it, and her body is changing and all that. So it's all themes that were very important in the comic book that you see that there too. But yeah, it was challenging, but it was also very exciting, because this is what makes Marvel really Marvel, those superpowers, and make it cool. And even if it's different, you're still gonna see a lot of similarities.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more. But one of the points of speculation online was that it could be because Mr. Fantastic is coming and they want it to look separate. Is there any truth to that? Can you say anything?
Well, we can say that when we asked that question to Kevin, like, hey, it's because Mr. Fantastic, Kevin said, I don't say anything.
No worries. Okay, so I'm going to end off with this. You guys directed the first episode of the series. You directed the finale of the series. How different was it for these characters? Like the contrast between them when you have them in episode 1 versus episode 6. Where does that journey take you, and how was it stepping back in for the finale?
Oof. Really cool. That's you cannot say too much, of course, because you have to see the rest. But it's just a cool, it's just cool to see Kamala Khan grow and take the responsibility and going through all these, being a teenager, but also between the superhero world and being a teenager, and has to find a way to control the power and herself, and it's gonna be very exciting, bro. It's gonna be like.
But yeah, it's
gonna be at the end. You want
the stakes are only gonna go higher and higher. It's gonna have to force you, to grow up real fast, and that's gonna be an interesting journey to follow.
I can't wait to see it. Hey, how was Keaton?
Keaton is the OG.
Yeah, he's the GOAT, bro.
I mean, it's like I
had goosebumps.
5 years old when I watched Batman, Keaton, Tim Burton for the first time, and all of a sudden he's there, and it's like pinching ourselves. It's unbelievable.
Congratulations. That's what you told me you wanted after Bad Boy. So you got Miss Marvel, you got Batman, Batgirl. I can't wait to see you, dude. Congratulations, guys. It's been fun following you. I hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much.